Hey everyone, welcome to There Is Always More podcast. I am your host, Nicole Segovia, and I could not be more excited that you are here today listening to me, hopefully sharing some knowledge, hopefully sharing some motivation. And today is going to be episode number 1, and it's going to be an introduction to who I am, why I started the podcast, where I see this podcast going. And I'm going to keep it short and simple because, of course, an introduction, I don't want to drag it out. But again, I'm Nicole Segovia. I'm 21 years old. I am a sister. I am a girlfriend. I am a friend. I am an employee. I'm a college student. Now I have my own podcast, so that's super exciting. I went through a lot of changes last year, personally and mentally and physically. So that's what really just motivated me to finally start a podcast. I have been thinking about it for quite some time now, and it wasn't until I said, you know what, it's now or never. I have a lot of passion, love, and motivation that I just want to share with everybody. So here we are today, January 4th, 2020, episode 1. I could not be more excited. So again, due to the changes that I went through last year, I had weight loss, I had knee surgery, I had changing of jobs, I had doing school on Zoom. I mean, the list just keeps going and going and going. During my changes, I did learn a lot about myself. I learned that I'm capable of doing anything that I set my mind to. And I have a lot of tips and tricks and just motivation that helped me get through my tough times that I want to give and let the world know about. So my mindset also changed a lot throughout those, I guess you can say 6-7 months since I really turned my life around in June of last year. My mindset's a lot different now. I view the world differently. I view myself differently in a positive way. And I just want to share what helped me, how I got to where I was before I got to the good place I'm at now, what I still have in store for myself, because guys, the journey is never over. I feel, again, there's always more. The reason why I chose this name is because I feel as if I was getting so tangled up in my own routine. I wasn't making time for my friends and family. I definitely was not making time for myself. I was way too loyal to people and things that weren't very loyal to me, and I was giving them a lot of my time, and in the long run it just wasn't benefiting me. And so making those changes just really showed me, again, what I'm capable of, who I truly am. And I'm still learning to this day. I'm not an expert by any means. And this podcast will cover, of course, my journey, but I also have a lot of friends that recently started their own businesses, and I would love nothing more but to have them on my podcast. And I want them to talk about their business, talk about why they started their business. I want to promote them. I want you guys to meet them and really see why they're doing what they're doing. I think as an entrepreneur, I feel there's not always enough people on your side that are willing to help you. And so if I can be, that person for somebody, I would love nothing more. And I genuinely care, about the community that I live in. And I would do nothing more, but I want to help my community strive. And as far as it goes for the rest of the podcast, again, I am a college student. College students, of course, go through different struggles. But I feel as a student in general, there's a lot that you can learn by just listening and talking about your issues. And so this podcast is not always going to be happy and, I'll definitely be sharing struggles. I want to share struggles because I feel the more raw that I can be, that's better for me mentally, since I will be able to share my experiences and hopefully cope with the good and the bad. And I want you guys to know that you guys are not alone. People out there are going through similar things. Everybody handles them differently. And so maybe the way that I handle them might help somebody else. And so that alone is very motivational to me. I also recently set some money goals. My boyfriend and I are adulting, and we have been talking about, our relationship and where we want to be financially in the next few years. And so that's something else that I would like to talk about. I feel as if a lot of these things that we learn later in life should be taught in high school, and they're not. And so I want this podcast to be you guys going through life with me, with my struggles, with my triumphs, with my good, my bad, my ugly, everything. I want to keep it raw. I want to keep it so passionate because I feel as if I have more to give. Yes, I've gone through some changes, but I still feel as if I have more that I can do for this world. I was put here for a reason, and I feel that this podcast is it. I truly believe that with the knowledge that I have gained and will still gain over the years, I can help people. And I have always been one to love people and help people. And so this is my way of doing it. So welcome again. I could not be so happy. I'm like literally, I don't even have words. I'm just so happy that I'm able to launch this, that I am able to maybe help somebody. Even if it's one person, I help that person and I love it. Please, 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 if you have any recommendations as I go through my podcast and certain episodes air and you have questions, or you want to know something that I maybe haven't mentioned yet, please feel free to reach out. I want to share. And I just think it's really important that we realize that whatever stage we are in at this very moment of our lives, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's okay, but it could be better, I want people to start realizing that there is always more. So if you're content where you're at, that's beautiful. Keep it up. Keep working harder to be yourself, to be a better version of yourself. And if you're somewhere where you're like, life could be a little bit better, just remember that there is always more. What can you do to get your life for tomorrow to be better than it was today? I think that is one major thing that really, really carried me through my journey, my change of heart, everything that I went through last year. That's what it was. It was, okay, I'm having a rough day today, but what can make me better tomorrow? Because it's, in all honesty, guys, it's the decisions and the choices that we make every single day that are going to get us to where we want to be. It's not a decision that you make one day. It's consistency. It's believing in yourself. It's loving yourself. It's knowing that you're going to fail, knowing how to lose, knowing how to take the good and the bad and keep on rolling, because life is nothing but unfair, and it's going to be unfair. So I want to share with you guys, and I want to hear from you guys, and I hope that you can see that I'm very passionate. I'm very excited about this journey that I'm embarking on, and I have so many ideas. I will be uploading every single Monday, and I just want to truly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for listening to this introduction episode. I know it was short and sweet and simple, but it's important to me that you guys know a little bit about me. Hopefully that just keeps you wanting more. I want you guys to come back, and I will talk to you guys next week on Monday. Again, thank you everybody for listening to episode 1. I can't wait to talk some more, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.